So, we start with our daily Self Vod review number 9, and the system's order is different because of the patch. The replays were deleted, so we just review the game we just played. It was a really atrociously bad game. But it was also an atrociously bad gaming day, as I see, but it's fine. We really didn't know what to do here in this match, and let's see if we can actually find out. This is me? Yes, this is me. Okay, first thing is use the metro teleport. I'm an idiot. Didn't use the teleport. First big mistake. Now, if you see this, what do you think you should do? Well, the thing is that the thing on the front is not my main tank, right? So I kinda need to do something so that Anna doesn't get focused alone. So I decide to just spam this area where they should come out, but no one's coming out, so I retreat, throw in an orb instead. Now the question is, did this orb connect? This is my orb. The placement is actually interesting. So actually I would have wished this to be on Anna's face, but it wasn't. So let's go back. Where did I exactly throw the orb? Through it as far forward as I actually could. Okay, so I cannot reach the spawn from there. So I actually need to go walk up the stairs to throw this orb into the spawn doors. Okay. So we have Ramatra, so rather a spam comp, as enemies have like a Kree Doomfist, so they want to go closer. By the way, Sendo, a name from boxing anime, one of the big opponents, so it's kind of fitting name for Doomfist. So we kind of want to poke more a little bit, but also we have the Metra, so we actually want to go in. So this is like a tempo team with Ramatra as tempo tank, so we poke from far with here mirror orbs and Sojourn's fire and stuff, but then we switch to going in mode and then we just all in. So we have been poking, now we are going in, but I'm falling backward because I'm low on HP. And my supports don't have time to support me, because Lucio needs to speed boost, Anna needs to heal the tank with full HP. But we have targets to just spam, so it's kind of okay. We get ult charge, we get pressure, we get... The thing I do not like is that I'm not shooting at a specific target. Like, always try to shoot at one specific target, not just into the mass of targets. So, here you see on the left side, and Anna actually tracked the tree for a short period of time. Here's a Kiriko. Nah, maybe it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too good, but also wasn't too bad. Now here again. Yeah, I don't know. This positioning for my teammates makes me question my existence. OW2, which is a mistake. Waiting for my cooldowns because they are close and I want to have really high impact here. I was basically going 1 versus 3. Here is this you saw absolutely hit scan aim, like it was perfect tracked, but for hit scan, which is absolutely borderless useless for projectile. And the thing is that I think I trailed. Like trailing is a term, like if you play reactive tracking. Trailing means if target moves to the right and you're slightly behind the target, so your initial flick is not on target, or your transitioning from flick to smooth tracking is too awkward. And so actually I'm trailing. Because my aim should be in front of Sojourn, but because I'm trailing, it's actually on her, but that's, it just looks like this, but... So there was, of course, perfect railgun aim, but all my left clicks, as you see, they all fly past her. Or is it actually also a railgun hit? It's actually, I do not know. Bam. But here I didn't projectile track correctly. That's for sure. So they are focusing me, my team is behind, so I can just chill. I don't need to get high value here. But when they go in, I actually need to go out because I didn't get healed, so I didn't know Anna was there. Like, I would have expected heal earlier if there was a support, but I didn't, so I retreat for this position. I think it's a correct call. No, just everyone just dies left and right, so I really don't know where to go and what to do. Okay. Big Resonate, big punch. Again. Class was kind of late to this fight, right? My team just went in without me, basically. I don't know. I feel like if you have the metro, you really should just go right side and teleport across, honestly. I don't know why we didn't teleport. It's not because it's correct, but it's more fun. Like really trolling Luke as the metro.
That feels much better.
I didn't have orbs, so I didn't want to face Sojourn. I needed to all in basically, and I didn't want to do it because I didn't have orb. Now I have my ult and my cooldowns. My team is in, and I'm too late for this fight. And that's the first big thing. I kind of was late to this fight. Like if I would have been here, I could have actually ulted the Doomfist and won the team fight. This is also so tragic. Yeah, so but instead, I was on a... So I killed here, and right here I didn't check where my team is. I just went for the flank and just assumed I would have enough time, but actually I didn't have enough time to go for the flank. Yeah, my aim kind of looks too unclean. Ooh, there was confront me. Okay, nothing to be done here. What am I supposed to do here?
This ends now.
Like, this is all irrelevant fights. Like,
Hitting the ground running. This ends now.
this is the last fight, so I use ult. Cross the placement too low. Yeah, and now it's over. So besides this one random flank, this wasn't really much I could have done.
Or expect to lose.
The world is a dream not yet realized.
Really hard to say. I really do not know how to win this. I also don't know why as a matter you're still placing teleport in the wrong door. Like, so here I have a movement error. Like standing here, honestly I really do not enjoy going out to the spawn door. So I tried saying this time, so usually what I do is usually I slide out here and then I fight from here. This guy could have also gotten Zender, so I think this would have been the correct call. So movement just failed. So this position would have been okay if I had wiggled a little bit, maybe. But it's also kind of very open to get a anti-nade thrown, to get a creep pulse bomb, to get Doomfist punched in. Like they all just need to spam in the door and they guarantee to hit. That was a good headshot. So actually wins this in the end, yeah, but my team won without me mostly. But on that hand, once the thing is that I stayed back there and just spammed in a very poor way, but still there was apparently enough, what to say, the resource rate was still apparently in my favor, good enough, so that my team actually won the team fight. So maybe it wasn't too bad. So I didn't get, of course, anything done, but I also didn't risk too much. Man, can I get back in time when this fight was, please? Please. Okay, so what's actually going down? So here it is, right? Doomfist is faster than we are. So Sleep Dot is thrown out. And Orb is thrown out. Doomfist is alone. They use Punch. Sojourn is close to dying, so she needs to retreat. Can push this, but we eat an anti-nade. Now the enemy team engages, so we all stay stuck there. Fist goes in, Kree goes slow, Kree is slow. Yeah, I think what the enemy team is doing is actually better. Playing the stairs and stuff, I think is a correct decision, not being stuck in this small room. It's like if you're all in the small room and they just need to stone slide, but if you flare out, it's kind of in general, I think, a better position. This is, of course, doesn't look correct. Like, Orisa should act honestly punish the Screens together with Anna. But says they are forced to try to get the Metra from throwing, but she still throws in the end. The Screen was actually quite a free kill, but they got the kill in the end. So now it's still 3 on 4. The interesting thing is that after pushing out, the Metra actually got value by pushing the enemies back. If she would have just retreated to her team, it would have been actually good for her. Now we are back, and now we are 4 on 3 instead. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I just learned from rewatching this. I really think I should flare out on the stairs, not stay back. Here, again, kinda, the start wasn't too bad. If my team is there and helps me, I can get out. But now my Orisa doesn't want to get out, and this is overextending hardcore. I really do not know why. Like, she has both her defensive cooldowns available, and just runs absolutely in like a madman and dies without using both cooldowns. Like, why? Like, I really don't understand what this was. So here again, I just spammed my ray gun together with my primary fire, so it was a little bit awkward. No way, go here for this hardcore flank. Maybe I should have just stayed with my team here. So if I get the kill on this Kree, then of course it's okay, but the problem is this Anna, honestly. So this Kree is one thing, but this Anna shooting at me is really another. That's really problematic right now for me. So this Kree might have pushed. Why am I shooting a nano to Doomfist? I get here distracted hard by the Doomfist. Yeah, so after shooting the Doomfist, this entire team is basically trash. I should have just went in with my tank and ignored the Doomfist. And the sound when skipping is really... I think there's a reason why my sound starter breaks. Okay. So imagine I would have just walked in with Orisa. I would have at least gotten this kill on this guy. Right. I don't know if my Anna might have died. But if I would have gotten the kill faster than my Anna died, then maybe we could try to start to snowball from there. I don't know. So shooting a dude and then non-doof is of course not the answer. Like, I will not stop him whatsoever anyway. The worst case I will just wake him up after he gets slapped by Anna, like... So in general I would say kind of tunnel vision for no reason. And both supports nearly got Zena. Now this fight I really did not understand. How in the world? Like, Kiriko is healing the Anna. I'm fighting the Anna, so Anna's not healing anything. And now this 3 players chase the Doomfist. Like, all ignoring me completely. There's so much pressure now. I really don't know what to do here. Because if I attack, because they can both heal each other, right? So I don't know, man. The Doomfist just gets out. He doesn't need to care. He just gets out. This is so sad. But again, I don't feel like this is strictly my mistake. I feel like going in there was okay, because it was kind of an intermingled brawl, so... I really don't know. So this match... I kinda really tried to do something, but nothing worked. I really did not see what I could have done better or different. Slash everything Cleveland felt kind of like, I don't know, man. So random.
Come on, Vivian.
So basically, this fight is this game's really just out damage like get headshots, kill them. Like there's nothing, no smart positioning or cover usage or macro positioning, no team play or whatsoever that will win this fight. Strictly go in and kill the Lily man because the crew was really good. I feel like. Yeah, just come into a staggered fight. Again, what's there for me to do? What is there for me to do? Nothing. Nothing but suffer. And now again, we just have a random Reaper rest forming in, so what am I supposed to not go in there? Not help him? Like, no one else is currently doing something. I would go in with my tank as well, but my tank is not even close to do something. Here I shot the wrong target. This is one mistake. I saw that she was slow, actually realized it, but I still shot the wrong target. That's really tragic. And you know what's also tragic? Is this one. This is, I find it's really tragic. Yeah, team lose in that entire game. So this is a really tough one. And so in this game, so this is where I lose, is, I don't know. Like every time, so the first thing first, every time I try to do something stupid, it didn't work, right? So my risk management would have still been correct if I did it correct, but I kind of strayed away from my team because I thought there was too much spam in the center. No, that's all wrong. Just trust your horse to at some moment get in the main and try to break through with your horse. And then if you actually see a specific mistake from the enemies, then you can abuse it. Now the thing with this random flanks is, enemies might be mispositioned, but you don't know it, right? So if you get value or not is fully random. Especially if you're on lower levels, it might work every time because the chance of 5 enemies, one is doing stupid stuff, is very high. Because it's low level, but the higher you climb, the less likely it is that someone is mispositioned and they're supposed to react and all those things, so you will get punished more and more for this stuff. And sometimes, once in the blue moon, you might find someone doing random stuff there and get value out of abilities, but it's actually better to actually go with your team and go in correctly and reset correctly and play the correct distance, and then if you see someone actually, it's possible that music gets louder. So if you actually see something doing wrong positioning, then you can actually punish them for that. But just blindly trying to force it is just not good enough. So it might have worked a few levels ago, but this is already trying. This is only plat 1 right now, right? So it's, yeah, well, if you're on gold, it might work, but if you're want to go to masters, so even if it would work in gold, you learn nothing while doing it. That's why I would recommend to not doing it. Do stuff that you actually need to learn to climb to masters, to grandmasters, to wherever you want to end. Do the good things, right? And then we have just pure execution. So we saw that my morph was too short, my projectile track was trailing. We had no good transition from projectile to railgun. Like we just instantly shot basically. We overcommitted on our covers, so we didn't play covers correctly. We baited our horse to going too far aggressive. All this, every single minor detail is a topic that you really need to train and get better at. But we already have these topics in our cards. And we just might kind of, at some point, I already knew that we need to do it, but at some point I really need to kind of replay my topics. Cover usage, minimize your hitbox, play cover correctly, crosser placement, have a crosser really on the head and not slightly there, but really on the head. Have the distance to the tank. If you have cooldowns, be front. If you don't have cooldowns, be back. Don't waste your slides. Like this games again. I wasted my slides just to go in, but then I was forced to play beta. Instead, you want to play alpha, but if they punish you, you slide out, and so I did this wrong again. And another thing is, of course, one thing I want to train really is diagonal slides. Same as blinks. I tend to always look where I use my mobility abilities, but of course you can slide in all directions, right? You can slide backwards while shooting front. And this watching, sliding, watching is ultra slow. Like grandmasters, they die of old age when they see me slide, basically. So that's one thing I really can fix, even though I did not specifically point it out in this game, but it's something I know I can really fix. And maybe such things is something I really want to go for. Also, the good news is I totally forgot to press the record button. So this video will be lower quality than you are used to. So I hope you don't mind too much to see me more blurry than you're used to, because I have to download it from Twitch, basically. But yeah. Apart from that, if you have any questions, comment down or ask me live on stream on Twitch. Streaming there as well. If you also want to stop by, if you want to see the training executed in games, not only the talk, but really the execution of the training as well. Yeah. And then have a good night, everyone. Say bye bye until next time.